Welcome to this week's edition of The Owl and the Pussycat. And we've had a lot of mail again, which is great to have. And of course, you can be part of this program. It's set up for you guys to just give us some thoughts or whatever. We'll start with the panel and we go down the far end. And Charlotte Smulders from the Christchurch Star, welcome. You look stunning today.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
How are you?
Sue Wells, of course, from the property group, never disappoints. You look stunning, my dear.
Thank you very much, Pete.
And
Pleased to
entertainer
pass
extraordinaire Janice Gray has her tails on today. So there we are. So, yeah, a real dress-up go it's been. Janice, lovely to see you.
Thank you.
Now, you've had a slightly traumatic sort of a week at Benin. What happened?
No, it wasn't this week. I go out to see Michael Lee Richards, who's at John of God, St John of God. He's resident there at the age of 58. Very, very sad, ladies and gents. Very, very
Brilliant
sad.
chef.
A lovely man. Yeah. Anyway, on my way out there, I go to pick up... I can't name the shop, but anyway, I went in there and I said, I believe you sell 20 kg bags of wheat. He said, yeah, different wheat. I've been normally buying 5 kgs of wheat for $6.99. I don't mind that. I like my chooks being well fed.
Oh, it's for the chooks?
Yes. And anyway, I said, well, may I see this wheat? He said, no, different wheat. I said, well, show me. He said, get out my shop, out my shop. I said, welcome to New Zealand.
Oh,
he said, out my shop, no wheat.
What do you think he thought
And then I went to the door. I thought, well, I'm not going to win here. So I went to the door and I sang, E hoa tua, o na iwi. Well, I thought I'd better stop while I'm ahead. You know, there's people giggling, no support, not from anybody.
Were they throwing coins at you?
No, they were giggling up there.
Why did he throw you out?
Because, well, this is the best part of it. I went down to the supermarket, the Super Value supermarket in Stanmore Road, and spoke to a Chinese boy there whose name was Y. I said, Y, I want you to ring this number and ask him why. And he did. So they go, in their Chinese language, they talk lovely, makeup fabulous. I'm standing there waiting. Y puts the phone down. He turns around to me. I said, why did he chuck me out? Why? He said, because you were loud and you asked him to show you the wheat.
We haven't got to show you the wheat bit, though, dear. Why was that offensive to him?
You'd have to ask that man.
OK, all right, well, we won't. So let's move on. Anyway.
Well, what do you think?
I think you should stop taking those pills.
I was trying to buy wheat. I wasn't taking pills.
You think it's your knees playing up?
Wheat! I thought you said weed.
Oh, well, maybe he did too.
Of course he didn't. He's seen me before. I've bought wheat there before. Lots of wheat.
20 kilos of wheat.
Yeah,
no
20
kgs
kg's of wheat.
God, can't you stick to an ounce like a normal person?
Silent tea, like in Harlow.
So, no, I'm getting... Yeah, we'll just carry on with the show, as that's what we want to do. OK,
please.
we've got that covered. You've got your drug problem fixed and you're ordered out of a shop. That's fine. And from Rakaya writes, my daughter-in-law wants to have Christmas at her house this year. I can't stand her parents and I don't want to go.
Don't go.
What should I tell her? Janice.
Don't go.
Get out of my shop.
Listen, get out of my shop. Get out of my shop. No wheat. Yeah. Walk away.
What?
Anyway, no, I understand your problem. I really do. Look, Christmas Day is just another bloody day. Cook yourself a chicken at home and open a bottle of wine. Have a wonderful day at your own home.
Isn't it about
Hallelujah.
meeting and greeting?
Oh, for God's sake, we've had enough
Yeah,
of it.
Charlotte, come in and help
It's a
us.
special day.
Oh, yeah, well, you've got 3 little children.
Yes, well,
and a husband and family.
Yes, correct. But
Somebody
this lady...
likes her. You got the
message? And I love it. It makes memories. I love celebrating it. There's always the odd fight and things, but it's generally a lovely day to celebrate. And this lady that we're talking about, she may have grandchildren too. So wouldn't the woman want to go and be part of that day?
She doesn't like...
She doesn't want to go.
She doesn't want to go.
She said, I can't stand her parents and I don't want to go.
So she only doesn't like the parents-in-law.
Yeah. So...
But there's other people there, isn't there? Sometimes you just got to suck it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I wonder what's gone on that she's that savage about it. Because, I mean, you know, if it's the daughter-in-law's parents, she's the son's mother.
Yes.
Very good.
I'm doing well, aren't I?
We're with you so far.
This is why you trusted me with public money for 15 years.
We're better than the wheat trial.
So,
we're following this one quite well.
So she's going to not go and be supportive of her son, presuming the son's still on the scene. He doesn't even make a mention, does he?
Because of...
Well, something that's gone on.
Families are difficult though, Charlotte. At Christmas time, there's a lot of stress.
Full of emotion and everything like that.
It's always a good fight.
Have you always had a good Christmas, Charlotte?
Generally speaking,
Yeah.
always a lot of fun, but there's always, a bit of a fight
Something
at some
comes
point.
up, doesn't
Something
it?
always
One
does.
thing will come up.
No way. There's never any fighting at ours on Christmas.
No tension, Sue?
No way. We have an absolute ball. For the last few years, we've treated Christmas as a day for a big party.
Uh-huh.
And rather than getting all uptight and hung up and political about
Food for everywhere.
it's barbecue, open house, come if you want, don't come if you don't want. And around about 7 o'clock, we play this game called Combat Secret Santa, which my mother always wins. Well, when I say there's no
Explain
fighting...
that to us all.
Do you listen to the Queen's message? Because that's around about 7 o'clock, isn't it?
No, my mother's in there first. No, but Mum will beat everybody inside. If she wants that teddy bear, she's going to have it.
Uh-huh.
So how does this work? Combat what?
Combat Secret Santa. Well, it's basically Secret Santa. You present in the middle. Somebody next to you gets another one. You want theirs, you take theirs. Then you beat each other. But there's no fighting.
What a lovely, joyous Christmas day.
I find it so appropriate.
Sue, can I ask, is it also alcohol-fuelled at this particular time when there's a bit of biff going on?
Well, every day's alcohol fueled, isn't it, Pete? I mean, come on.
Not for me, I'm not.
What will
those.
you do Christmas Day then, Janice?
I will go to my relatives because there's relatives coming down from Auckland, and I love these wee girls, and they do very, very well, and it is a lovely day. But you know what? I had Christmas at home last year, and I enjoyed that too.
Just on your own?
Yeah, no, I had a friend in for dinner. I didn't cook them. I cooked chicken for both of us. But and you see, I have to leave the dog and the chooks and everything like that, and it's my wee house, and I like it. But I will go, and I'll be a nice little guest, and I'll try not to get too pissed.
Good. Well, there's Janice's Christmas. Charlotte's got a stress-free one by the sound of it.
yeah,
And Sue has
stress-free.
15 rounds at 7 o'clock at night, so we look forward to it. Back in a moment with the Owl and the Pussycat. Welcome back to the Owl and the Pussycat. We're winding down towards Christmas, which is great. We've got one more Christmas show to come, which will be a lot of fun. If this one hasn't been fun enough for Ned. Anyway, we'll think about that.
Okay.
Well, we'll have a Christmas one coming up.
Okay.
Right. Now, you can be part of this one, so all you've got to do is just get in touch with it. And as I say, I'm learning about Facebook, www.facebook.com/Canterbury TV. Much easier, just pete.smith@ctv.co.nz. Get your letters in, any thoughts you've got at all. Build up towards the festive season as well. If you had good Christmases, bad Christmases, what have been some disasters, how can you get over them? May be interesting when we do the next lot. So there we are. But let's get on with it here. Stan writes from, of all places, Tynwald. So Stanley in Tynwald, good luck to you, my man. Don't know how old you are. He's been to a lot of funerals lately. And he's been amazed at, and he feels now awkward about the whole thing. During the funeral service, they bring down a collage of photos. He said, I live in a household where we don't own a camera. We've never been camera people. When I die, no one will have a record of my life at all. Now, you know, I actually have a bit of empathy for Stan. I've been to some funerals and sat and looked and thought, gosh, how would you have a collection of photos like that over the years and ages? And obviously you learn more about the person when they're dead than when they're alive, don't you, by looking at the story.
You do.
Janice, are you a photographer person? Do you
It's strange that you should ask that, actually. My eldest brother, Jim, was a photographer, you see, so I've been photographed all my life, and I actually now hold the family album.
Wow.
I hold the family
But
album.
do you take photographs?
I used to.
Right.
I used to. I can't be bothered anymore.
So
I
when
haven't
was your
got
last
any
current
friends.
photo taken?
2007.
Yeah, so, I mean, God love you, should you drop? I mean,
No. I get photos of me taken all the time.
Oh, do you?
But I haven't taken any
No.
physical.
Sue, are you a family person taking photos through the ages and generations and whatnot?
I take a lot of photos.
Right.
There aren't many of me as a very small child, probably for very good reasons, but I went to a funeral just the other day, which was the first of its type I'd been to. The deceased had specifically requested no proper funeral, just come to the house, the ashes were there, photo of him on the tribute box. It was absolutely lovely. We had a couple of drinks, talked about him, very short speech, and that was what he wanted.
But there were no photos through the ages or anything?
No major production.
Charlotte,
it was
do you
really
keep
simple.
a
It was
history?
lovely.
You know, a photographic history?
We do, but they're all on smartphones.
Yeah.
So then what happens if you don't
Yeah.
download them? We actually, our number 2 child, we lost a lot of photos. Something happened, corrupted, anyway, lost the photos. We don't print them out. So I haven't got photos all around the house, which I'd really like to have. because you just don't do it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you.
So has the smartphone replaced the camera?
Yes, and I'd
Yeah.
love to go back to an old-fashioned camera.
Yes. Yeah.
In fact, I might buy one for my
Yes.
daughter for
Get-
Christmas.
Get one for Christmas.
Yeah, because I think it's.
You'll
I'm
find that a
fascinated.
very expensive hobby if you go that way with film.
I don't care, at least you've
Yeah,
got a
get them
memory that's
developed.
there all the time.
Beautiful.
What about spying on a printer?
I like
Because
that.
Janice, what I liked, the one I'm referring to, and I feel sorry for Stanley because I would be in exactly the same position. We're terrified of a camera. We don't take photos, the landlady and I, and there's a pretty good reason for it, I suppose. Anyway, we don't, and because we don't want people to know we're living together.
I've got 100 pages of genetic photographs. You know,
Yes.
that's right.
But isn't it fascinating to look at what was worn,
Yes.
what
Yes.
motor vehicles were around,
Yes.
how the kids were dressed
Yes,
versus
yes, yes.
now.
It's fascinating.
And
Yes.
how simple their summer holidays were. That's the thing that always sticks in my mind. They just did simple things and had a ball,
Yes.
which is great. So, Stanley, we do feel for you there, mate. I know exactly what you're going through. Can I just, on the funeral note for 1 second, went to one not so long ago, and I thought it was a woman who died suddenly, and her husband stood at the door and thanked us for coming when we arrived. And I thought, what
That's
a
nice.
nice touch.
That's
Because
nice.
all the grief was afterwards.
Yes.
You didn't really want to be talking to him.
No.
And I just thought it was like coming into his house.
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming. And shook your hand and felt not important, but you felt that you'd been recognised for attending. So
Yes.
that might be a wee touch for you that you might need to think of. Amy in Avonhead says, my son has just finished his exams. Instead of working, he just lies around watching TV all day. What do I do? He's 19 years of age. Sue. Kick his backside?
Turn off the Wi-Fi. Turn off the internet. Turn off the electricity. Tell him there are always jobs at Skirt and make him get one. It is hard. I mean, especially 19, he must probably just have finished high school, eh? So he'll be going through
First
that.
year
His
out.
gap year.
Wow, he's done all his high school. You know, you've then got coming up to Christmas, and
Yeah.
what's he doing next year? Cut him a bit of slack, but not too much, and make sure he walks the dog and vacuums the garden and stuff.
mows the lawn.
And would it be a good idea to leave the fridge empty?
Oh, absolutely. And at that
And the
age,
booze fridge.
Yeah, I think at that age that'd be the thing to really watch.
Charlotte,
do
did
you
you
have a
look-
stash of goodies in your house?
Sure do.
Yeah.
Sure do.
Yeah.
What sort of goodies?
Bombay Sapphire.
When does that get a crack?
Christmas.
Christmas. Oh, it doesn't age or go off, which is a good thing. Like
No,
you.
it doesn't. Look,
No,
I've got some very kind people at Bridge who travel internationally and say, do you happen to need any supplies? I say, please do. If you can carry 3, it'd be good, but if you bring 2, I'd be most grateful. Bruce has just bought me 2 bottles and it cost me $61. I give him $4 for 1 beer and half a dozen fresh eggs. Not too bad to have 4 bottles of Bombay Sapphire gin behind your
We've
fridge
moved
for
on a wee bit
Christmas.
from getting a 19-year-old. But
Oh, yeah, that's right, 19.
Charlotte, did you used to have a holiday job?
I did, yes.
Yes.
Did
I
you
had to
enjoy
work.
it?
I did. I worked
Yeah.
in media. I really loved it, actually. But I had to work, so I'd finished school and I worked up until the Christmas holidays.
Yes.
Well, you know, when everyone else breaks, so just before Christmas. Then I'd have a little break, have fun with my friends, and then I went back to work.
Yeah.
There's
And enjoyed
nothing
it.
wrong with that.
So you've been disciplined, really?
Yes.
Haven't you? Disciplined work.
Yeah.
I started
If I wanted
working at
anything, I had to
Yeah.
work for it.
Yeah,
Sue,
that's right.
did you work during the holidays?
Yep.
Yeah. A
Yep.
variety of jobs?
Oh, absolutely. I think I did everything from word processing the annual return at the Tegel Chicken Factory 1 year, through to selling paintings door to door in Invercargill, and then
Really?
yeah, and then got a job selling flowers around the restaurants in Christchurch,
Oh,
which I
yes,
did
those roses.
right through my whole time at university.
Good
That's how I
heavens.
funded my
Really?
university
Heavens.
studies.
Did they sell a lot of flowers in restaurants?
Oh, it was wonderful.
Really?
Really
Those
good.
People bug me. They come up.
Yes.
That's exactly right. And you know what? I was good at it.
Go
You'd have had it
away.
when
No,
you've been singing, I
that's
suppose,
fine. You
Janice,
need a
have you?
thick
Yes,
hide, but it's
yeah.
no different to
Used to
selling
sing them.
anything else. You see, it was great training
And
for
we
Susan
used to get
Sells.
bought roses too. You know, men in the audience would
Very
buy
hard
roses.
these days though, because back
Yes.
then it was cash.
Yes.
You know, and
Oh, yes.
better and better the later it got at night. The
Yes.
drunker and drunker the men got,
Yes.
so the selling got easier and
Yeah.
easier. These days with FPOS and
You have to
visas.
carry your machine around.
Oh,
How many of them had their wife with them when they bought the roses?
look, I never asked. I could make educated guesses.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, okay, the advice that we're giving Amy is, you know, take away the toys and he might actually get off his chuff and do something.
And especially if he wants something, you know, if he's
Yeah.
interested in buying something for himself, like a, what could
A
he want
razor.
at 19?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. All right there. A computer for himself, a musical listening device or something like that Tell him he's got to earn his own money. At 19, I think he should be beginning.
Right, okay.
I really do, don't you?
Because at one day, guys, he's going to end up in the workforce probably, isn't he? So he might as well get a taste for it at least
Yes,
at 19.
yes.
Yeah. I worked in retail and loved it. I just
Generation
loved
Y,
Christmas.
though, isn't it?
What does that
Yes,
mean?
youth.
I think Generation Y
Yes.
is the generation that thinks
Young.
that everything should happen for them.
Yeah.
They stop, start, job after job.
Yeah.
There's no real stability. I don't think, I could be wrong, but it is something like that.
The thing I noticed
Very
with
entitled.
two sons, I noticed that they want what we have now, but
now.
they want it at 20. You know,
They feel
forget that it's
entitled.
taken 40 years to build up to
That's
be able
right.
to do it.
I can remember being 20 and wanting what my mum and dad had.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's part of the human condition.
Oh, I don't know that it
Yeah.
is. No, don't think so. I
At 20, I just wanted to be off exploring the world. I didn't want to have the
Okay.
white picket fence.
don't go away and
No.
explore the
Really?
world because we'll
Oh, I
be
did
back
that at
again
17.
on the Alan and Pussy for the last time this week.
Pussycats.
We're still trying to get to the bottom of that wheat business. We've been working on that over the ad break. But okay, Janice, you've got a concert coming up or a performance. Run it past us again.
Okay, on the 26th of November, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be welcome to join Tomcat Rainey and Bobcat Hines and Janice Gray at the Ferrymead
Spates.
Ale House at Ferrymead. I can't get it right. I've got it written down at home. I will be there. It's $20 and we start at 6 o'clock and the balloon goes up with the music at 6:30. You get a platter for the $20 and the entrance to the concert. It's something that's been organised by Mary and Jenny and I'm grateful for their assistance. They just, I suppose, felt sorry for a little old lady not working.
A variety of music.
Oh, a variety of music. We do request, although if we can't, I just say no, sorry, don't do that.
Right.
Like New York, I can't bloody well sing that song. Start spreading on the
Why can't you sing it,
I
Janice?
don't know
Too
why.
hard.
I
Okay.
just...
Right, on to your letters and everything. We've discussed quite enough of Janice Gray and her...
Oh, you're right, you're right,
Yeah.
you're right.
Her star making on the 26th of November at the Spades Ale House at Ferrymead.
Thank you.
I'm making my Christmas cake this weekend. My mother is a teetotaler. Oh, this must be for you, Janice. Would you put brandy in the icing? Oh, says Steve of Spraden. Yeah, that's your area. Yeah.
I live in Linwood, you dork.
Yeah, very close to Spraden, next door. Anyway, do you know Steve? Because he's got
G'day,
trouble with his
Steve.
mother.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Put double the amount of brandy in.
Yes, is that it?
Yep.
Just
yep.
double the amount, Stephen.
Double
Yeah.
the amount, Stephen. And watch her.
Charlotte, how do we handle this? Not knowing a teetotaler, it's awkward, but yeah.
No, I'd put the brandy in.
Yep.
Yep,
Definitely.
don't wreck a good recipe.
Right. To hell
Yep.
with who has it or not.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Yeah.
Don't
You
like
give
it,
your
don't
children Christmas cake, don't you?
Yeah.
Quite a
Same
lot.
We
thing.
used to get threepences in ours.
Yeah, that was your plum pudding, dear.
Oh, plum pudding.
Carry on, Steve.
Well, he's only asked about the icing. I wouldn't be worrying about the icing as much as I'd be putting
Oh,
it
is
in
it
the
for the
whole
icing?
cake.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
no,
brandy
the whole
should be on the
cake.
cake.
In fact, well, we don't use brandy. We used Johnny Walker Double Black.
Right.
Ah,
And
Cooking boils all the alcohol out
exactly.
anyway.
That's right.
just
And
leaves
then
the
once we've
flavour.
cooked the
Yeah,
cake,
you water it.
we marinate it in
Yeah.
Johnny Walker Double
Yeah.
Black.
Can we just, on the Christmas cake for a minute, because I'm actually going to have a go at doing it this time,
Yeah.
which I've not done. So about now is probably when I should be doing it, is
Yes.
that right?
There is a fantastic recipe on the internet. Cuisine.
Internet.
Oh,
Janice,
just
I'll get it
go
for
on
you.
the internet
Yeah, I
and
can do
download
that,
it.
yeah.
Cuisine. It was about
Cuisine.
2008.
Cuisine.
Yeah,
I've spelled it
and
right,
it's
yeah.
rich Christmas
Cuisine who?
cake. Cuisine.
Yeah, I've got cuisine. What else do I look up?
Then you so Google cuisine
Yeah.
Christmas cake
X,
recipe.
X, mass or CH?
It'll figure it out. It's
I hate
Google.
that
It knows
Xmas
more than you
lazy.
do.
It's Christmas.
Oy vey.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful. 8 eggs,
8 eggs.
pound of butter,
Fabulous.
kilo of sugar.
Oh, yeah.
Bottle,
Man, it's good.
bottle of Johnny
Comes
Walker.
out 4.5
Yeah.
kilos of fruit cake. It's
How much?
4.5 kilos.
Good. Go. Who do you feed?
Everybody.
It lasts forever.
Yeah, but it does last.
Yeah. 4.5 kg.
In fact, one year I
How much
fed Jerry
fruit do you put
Brownlee.
in
It's
it?
never been the same since.
How much
Is that
fruit do you
right?
put in it?
About
Just in your own time. It's all right, I'll look it up. Yeah.
2.5 kilos.
2.5 kilos.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah. And then you ice it with proper icing, or do you use the,
I'm not a fan of the royal icing.
Oh.
No, I don't like that almond icing.
I like it au naturel.
Is that the white
Charlotte?
stuff?
Yeah.
No, I don't like that icing.
separate.
I like the
No.
stuff underneath it.
Oh, that's the almond icing.
That's the yellowy bit.
That's
Yeah.
marzipan, isn't it?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
the white stuff's there,
Yeah.
isn't it?
No.
Oh, come on, girls. Yeah.
No.
I don't cook. So.
Yes, it is marzipan, but it's
royal icing.
Thank God for understanding, I say, Doug. Yeah, okay. They're fighting over the
Shall I
argument.
Google it and find out?
Yeah, do that.
So, okay. Right, we'll find out. All right, do you make your own cake, Charlotte?
No, I don't cook. I don't
Don't
bake.
you?
I don't cook. No, I don't
Really?
like the kitchen.
Who cooks?
My husband.
How lucky you are.
Which is a question we've got here, which is interesting. Sue, you make your own cake, obviously, by the sound of it.
I do.
Yeah. Janice, you do?
I'm a cook, but I don't make a Christmas cake.
Not
What's the
now.
point?
Did you used to?
Yes, I used
Yeah.
to boil fruit, and the boiled fruit recipe that was very popular at the time. You
That's
know.
Christmas pudding, Janice.
No, Sue, I know the difference, you smart ass. But the thing is, no, yes, I
Joy
have
to the
made it.
world
Yes,
is
joy to
what
the world.
Janice is saying,
And Mum
basically.
was one of those cooks where she used to do the plum pudding in the flour bag and hang it for
Correct.
months
Yeah.
beforehand.
Yeah.
And the Christmas cake was
Right.
there.
Can we just-
Beautiful.
We'll just come back to a letter. Why is it that modern women don't cook? You've read
Too busy, multitasking. I work. I do a lot of charity. I have to stay fit and healthy as well.
You've got children.
I have children.
3 children.
Three
How
children,
did
6
you've
and below.
got a job
How
and a
did
house.
previous mothers do it?
They just worked their rings off, didn't they? They just worked and
I
worked and worked.
I would have hated
What
to
did
be
your
a mother
mother
back in
already
those
cook?
days. Yes, she
Yeah,
did. She
yeah.
always had beautiful dinners for
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
I can cook. I don't enjoy it.
Right. That's a difference,
Then
isn't
you
it?
shouldn't.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't.
I didn't realise I wasn't a modern woman.
No.
You didn't realise you were what?
Not a modern woman, because I cook.
Yeah, I
cook.
cook.
And I bake.
I
and
love cooking.
I even made my own sourdough for a year, which is really fun. You can grow your own sourdough bug out of flour, water and fresh air.
Any wheat? Janice can go get that for you. Out of my shop! Out of my shop! Yeah.
Charming.
Sorry, Janice.
Yes,
Yeah.
You're not sorry at all, a liar.
Okay. You always cooked. You still
Yes,
do. You
I
love
do.
it.
I make cream puffs. I made a rendang curry the other day. Absolutely superb food. I enjoy cooking. I reckon cooking is one of the pleasures
If you
of the world.
enjoy it. If
Yes.
you don't enjoy
Yes.
it, it's
No
nothing
point.
more tedious.
Do you garden?
Do you enjoy
No, I hate
eating it
that
after
too.
you
Love
cooked
it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
if I had my choice, I'd be gardening rather than cooking.
All right.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Outdoor rather than indoor.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I see, okay.
Do you garden, Charlotte?
No, I publish a gardening magazine, but I don't garden.
Close. I mean,
Yeah,
that
at least you're in touch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, kind of.
Fascinating. Oh, dear. I don't know where we're going to at the moment here. We've got all that covered, haven't we? All right. Wish list for Christmas. You accept presents, give presents?
Yes, we will. We will
You'll
exchange
exchange.
presents, but
That's
there'll
what
be
I was looking
a financial limit on it.
Yeah, okay. Sue, how does it work in your house?
Why is there a financial
Because
limit?
everybody buys a present, one present, and it goes like that. But for
It
more
has a dollar
intimate,
value.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bit varied in my house. My
Boys.
children, are now 19 and 21, and Kim's son Bobby is 23.
Mm-hmm.
So they're at an age where they appreciate things like air points. You can gift. That's a really good gift, actually. You can gift
yes.
air points dollars, which is very handy when your
Oh,
son
yes.
falls in love with a girl who's now studying in Auckland.
Oh, yes.
Or else it's things like cash. Very romantic.
Yes.
And
Do you do vouchers?
That's so handy.
I
just
prefer
hate
cash, actually.
vouchers. It's
Yeah.
so
I used to
non-Christmas.
hate getting cash and vouchers when I was little.
It's not
I
Christmas.
found it really quite insulting.
Charlotte, you've got the young one, so obviously it's a huge time.
Christmas is all about them.
Yeah.
We've forgotten about now.
So
Really?
it should be.
Yeah.
So it should be,
So
though, really.
what do you
You'd
do
be able
with
to buy stuff too.
Well, we do acknowledge it and we do give each other a nice present. And Mum and Dad love spoiling us still, but it is about the kids.
Yeah, but you'd be able. I mean, I used to love going to the warehouse and I'd go absolutely crazy for the boys.
Yes.
And I'd look at all the Barbie aisles and think,
Wish you had a girl.
Well, I
but
didn't.
godchildren, I've got so
We
many
will leave them
godchildren, and
to
it's
it,
like,
and,
where do you do the
just let them
cut-off?
chat
Do you
amongst
have to do
themselves.
birthdays
Hope
and
you've
Christmas?
enjoyed the Owl and the Pussycat. We'll be back
Yes.
next week with another program, and keep those cards and letters coming in, as the great Dean Martin used to say. Thanks, panel, very much indeed.
Good on you,
Catch you
Pete.
again next week for another Owl and the Pussycat.
See you next time.